My name is Sam Hollis, and I'm an estimator here at Hansen Company Woodworks.
My name is Calvin Fisher. My title is Project Manager.
Ashley Mossman, and I am a project coordinator.
Luke Bielka, and I'm a drafter designer.
Ryan Becker, and I am a drafter/engineer.
Jeff Bergstrom, I am the production manager here at Hansen Company.
Jeremy Smith, and I work in the custom fabrication part.
Tyler DeMarais, and I'm the finishing manager here at HCO.
Lacey, I'm a woodworks technician on the assembly line, and I also take care of quality control here.
Matt Pfluger, and I am the shop guru.
We manufacture custom caseworks and millwork, mainly for commercial properties.
Anything from reception desks to benches to book shelving, bar areas, you name it, we can design it, build it.
A lot of times we can create a cabinet, that's going to be in your apartment building. And then we also create fixtures like a lobby area, the front desk, those beautiful walls you see, benches, coffee bars, a whole variety of things.
We use beautiful design software and incredible technology to manufacture luxury cabinets. And we do a lot of things behind the scenes, like coordinating the trucks, shipping, programming all of the machinery, and estimating, finishing.
I'm in charge of creating the estimates for Hansen Company Woodworks. I look at plans and specs, and I put numbers together to create the vision of the architects and designers for the project. I primarily work with two softwares, a takeoff software and then an estimating software. Together, we put together our estimates and ship them off to the customer. The biggest issue that we run into is basically deciphering what the vision of the architects and designers are trying to detail on the prints themselves, and overcoming those hurdles, just problem solving with our creativity and experiences of what we can produce in our shop.
So once a project comes down from our sales team, our PM team takes over the project, and we set the job up for success in the shop. So anything from getting materials and purchasing the material, making sure we have all the specs. We work with architects, designers, contractors, plumbers, electricians, pretty much everything to make sure that we can set up the shop for the best possible outcome. The more that we can set up the shop for success, the better product that we're going to get at the end, which will cause less troubles for everyone.
I create value at HCO by servicing our customers and making sure their products and their inspiration of what they want and what they strive for is completed. I use AutoCAD, PDF Factory, Microsoft Word, Outlook. I also use tape measures, just hand tools out on site while field measuring jobs, and use my background in construction in order to make sure that we're fulfilling the customer's needs.
I take architectural drawings provided from the architects, and I basically draw them out, blending building it and what they actually want. My background with my education and information technology helped me I just pick up on all the software that we use, and everything that we do here is all CNC controlled, and computers are everywhere, so I got to grasp the ins and outs of the computer.
My job at Hansen Company is more of a quality control aspect. There'll be a person in the field who will take field measurements, and they'll send them to our division to basically put the layout of the room together. It's my job to check final drawings and check the drawings in our software to make sure there's no discrepancies based on measurements in the field. And it's also my job to coordinate with the shop on what their primary outlook would be for materials to be sent out, whether it would be to a main manufacturing or to a custom manufacturing line.
I create an environment more so than a tangible item. I like to create a culture where we can maximize the potential of our team members. I just love the people that I work with. I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of different people in this industry, and some of the best and brightest people around, honestly. There are a lot of great ideas out there, and it's good to work with people that will share that information with you. We have quite a few CNC controlled machines up front in our panel processing area. They're all very accurate, capable of making a mass amount of parts for our products in a very short period of time. You have to have a really good background in electrical systems, pneumatic systems, software systems. They're all kind of equally important to maintain pieces of equipment like we operate here.
I work in the custom side, so anything that's a one-off that doesn't go to the production end of things, we'll build there. So we're integrating a lot of technology here. So for our drawings from the engineers, we get them on a tablet. We can print those out on a paper, or we can use the tablet to zoom in and reference what we need to make products to spec.
What I do, or what my team does here, is we put a finished product on different types of substrates, anything from wood to metal to veneer to MDF. We apply paint, stains, top coat, clear coats, to customer specifics, whatever color clarity they want. That's kind of what we do here. We use everything from the internet to Italian-made finishing machine. It's called the Macor. Also, we use German-engineered spray guns.
I am on the assembly line, so that's where I really get to see the design and the programming come together. So we build the cabinets, we attach the doors, we put the shelves in, and then we do a final quality check before it is sent off for shipping. On the assembly line, we use quite a lot of tools. The really cool machines that we use is we have a case clamp, which clamps the cabinet together to make sure that everything is solid and not going to fall apart. And then we also have a strapping machine on our line that straps the protective layer over the cabinet before it gets sent to shipping.
I train people in from new people that come into the company. I help them get them up to speed, learning all our software, our processes that we have, why we do our processes, the way we do them. And we have our software too that we also use for every part, every cabinet that goes through the shop. Tracks it all the way through from cutting to building to shipping.
Manufacturing isn't what a lot of people think. It is ever changing, ever evolving, fast-paced, high technology driven industry. You can go in with an idea and really change the world.
There's so much you can do with it, and there's so much creativity and thinking and collaboration as a team. I've really enjoyed that avenue, getting to know people from different backgrounds. We all come from different educational backgrounds, and just getting different points of view and putting that together and seeing what can be created from it. I have a 2-year degree in interior design from Alexandria Tech.
I have a high school diploma.
I went to a 4-year college and studied business management.
Associate's degree in information technology.
I have a BS degree in education.
I went to St. Cloud State University. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in printmaking.
Just high school.
A 2-year degree in architectural construction technology.
Graduated from Apollo High School, and I also had no experience with manufacturing prior to coming here, and I've been able to learn a lot. It's been a good experience.
And the one thing I love about manufacturing is the road is endless. So you can go down multiple different paths, you can go down multiple different avenues.
The most inspiring thing is how fast you can take an idea from just a thought into reality with technology that we currently have available to us.
The industry alone, I guess, is always evolving, along with technology. It's always advancing, always getting better, faster.
The most inspiring part about working in manufacturing is all the technology you get to use every day, that it's not just using your hands, that it's every machine we have is hooked up to a computer, and you get to come across a new challenge every day.
The ever-changing and growing industry, between the technology and the innovations and the new projects, it just keeps you on your toes. I come into work every day and work on a new project, and it's just a lot of fun.
As more and more time goes by, there is more and more of a need for highly qualified technical people in the manufacturing sector. It's not a factory job, it's a real job with real skill sets needed.
The kits that we made this year for Manufacturing Day are not something that we typically do here at HCO. We've been doing Manufacturing Day for about 5 years here. This year we want to do a little bit more interactive experience so that we could reach as many students as possible, whether they're at school, at home, or somewhere in between. We wanted to provide them with an experience that was as safe as possible. From there, we collaborated as a team and used some of our past experiences, our past wins in Manufacturing Day, specifically in a beanbag toss that we created in our very first Manufacturing Day. We ultimately wanted to create something that was both interactive and knowledgeable, but on a smaller scale so that everybody could participate. And we used our skills, knowledge, and experience in manufacturing cabinets and architectural millworks to create a design we can manufacture from concept to kit. From me in estimating, putting numbers to the vision, to our engineering, drafting, and design department using their skills and software to create a 3D model, to our CNC router where each individual kit piece was cut and prepared. Then onto our dowler, drilling holes in each piece, preparing the kits for your assembly. Next, we prepared the pieces for finishing using our innovative sanding machine. From there, the pieces went on to our finishing room where they were sealed using our state-of-the-art maker sprayer machine. Finally, our technicians used their assembly skills to prepare the kits for you to take home. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it, and certainly a team effort. In all, we created 1,600 kits going to 14 schools, and in this video, you'll learn how to assemble your own.
Thank you so much for watching. In the next 10 years, we will need 4.6 million people to fill jobs in manufacturing. We hope that we have inspired you to be one of those people.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.